This just in. I have reached 700 subscribers. What? No applause? Well, that's fecking heartless. Right. But yes, it's true. I've actually reached 700 subscribers. And I honestly don't know what to say about this. Like, I'm just flabbergasted. Never thought I would actually get this many. Well, goes to show. And again, I'm really sorry about not being able to upload any major projects or anything. But that's something that's already been explained. So, for now, I'm just going to answer some more user questions. Got a good few new questions here. I have 3 more questions from Basin Clank 85. And he asks, 1. Favorite Sonic game? That would definitely have to be Sonic Colors, due to the fact that it's a gorgeous looking game, the music is some of the best in the Sonic series, it still manages to keep a great sense of speed, even in the 2D sections, which I'm sure a lot of people will disagree with me on. The Wisps are really fun to use, and it's actually light-hearted, which is honestly how I think a Sonic game should be. Which is why I'm looking forward to Lost World, because according to what I've heard, that's supposed to be a direct sequel to Colors. So, 1 second now, I need to sort Skype. Of course the thing decides to freeze. Anyway, next question. What are your 3 favorite and least favorite episodes from SpongeBob Season 1 and 3? Well, between Seasons 1 and 3. Okay. 3 favorites. Help Wanted, Pickles, and... Help Wanted, Pickles, and... I would say Band Geeks, but it's a rather generic opinion. And honestly, I don't find Band Geeks to be that great anyway. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good, but... So let's see. Band Geeks, Pickles, and... Pizza Delivery. What can I say? Krusty Krab Pizza, that's enough. And my 3 least favorites. Well, I don't exactly have any least favorites that I can name off the top of my head because I can't really remember too many episode names. So... I'll put up an annotation when I think of some, right? And 3. What are your thoughts on the Crash Bandicoot series? Okay, let me just say this. I only own 1 Crash game, and it's for the Game Boy Advance. Shit. And it's Crash Bandicoot 2 Entrance. I'll tell you, when I popped this sucker in the other day, the memories that came back was... It was almost overwhelming. Still as fun to play as ever. But, aside from that, yeah, I played a bit I played a bit of 3D games at my cousin's house when I was like, God, when I was like not 8 or 9. Can't believe how long it's been already. So I can't really give any full thoughts, but I'll see what I can do about getting more games. Right now, I really want to get Twin Sanity and Warped because they're supposed to be brilliant. Now, Shy Guy Says 0110 asks, what is your favorite game of 2013 so far? That's his first question. I've only played 1 game that was actually released in 2013, but I can safely say it's one of the best games I've ever played. It's Fire Emblem Awakening. Oh god, what can I say that hasn't already been said about this game? Well, for those of you who don't know, I'm a beginner to the Fire Emblem series. And this is one hell of a good start. Let me say this, it's the only game that I've immediately went to do a second playthrough right after beating it. And that doesn't happen with a lot of RPGs, especially if they're turn-based. Now, I'm not saying that I don't like turn-based RPGs, I love them. But, they're just not the type that I would replay over and over again. Dragon Quest IX is an exception. But yeah, I love pretty much every aspect of this game. The characters, the story, the music, the gameplay, the amount of customization. Really, it's all brilliant. If you have a 3DS, you simply have to get this game. It saved me from paying €50 for Lords of Shadow Mirror Fate. Don't get me wrong, I want that game, but it's a little too expensive at the moment. I mean, €50. I'm not going to pay that much money for any game. I don't care how good it is. Right, next of his questions. Have you played any Kingdom Hearts games? I have played no Kingdom Hearts games. In fact, the only time I actually came into contact with Kingdom Hearts was when I played a demo of Dream Drop Distance, and honestly, lads, I was not impressed. Sorry. When you get a Wii U, what games do you plan to get for it? Super Smash Bros. 4, obviously. Super Mario 3D World. If I'm lucky, Bayonetta 2. I haven't played the original Bayonetta because I don't have a PS3 or Xbox, but hey, Bayonetta 2 is looking pretty good. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I haven't gotten it for this yet, so if I ever get the opportunity, guys. Let me see. X, which is Monolith Studios' new game, I really can't wait to see how that game turns out because it's looking pretty fantastic at the moment. And really, that's all I can say for the moment. So, 4. What fan base do you find to be the most annoying? Outside of video games? Well, who do you think? Justin Bieber's. But you're probably referring to it within video games. That is a toss-up between the Pokemon Gen 1ers, the Gen 3ers, yes, I said Gen 3ers, I'll touch on that in a second, and the Sonic fanbase. Gen 1ers, you already know why. Gen 3ers is, okay, that sounds pretty fucking stupid, but whatever. You see, I've seen people get on other people's cases because they don't like Gen 3. I would equip a Flame Shield, but I started a new game in Dragon Quest IX, so I can't buy one. Yeah, I'm not really the biggest fan of Gen 3. But then again, the only Gen 3 games I've played are Pokemon Ruby, and which I don't find bad, but just kind of boring. And Mystery Dungeon 1, which is my personal favourite in terms of the amount of fun it provides. As in, like, out of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games. I haven't played Gates to Infinity yet, but I don't intend to get that game. Sonic fanbase. What can I say that hasn't already been said once again? Classic fanboys are probably the worst. I don't think I need to explain why. Joker00731 asks, what city do you live in? I cannot give away that kind of information on the internet unless, like... Well, you see, the thing is... privacy issues. I don't tell anybody, like, where I actually live unless I've, like, become good friends with them and if they live close enough to me. Like, yeah. I will say that I don't live in a city. I live in a golf village. Jesus! That was a big one. Yeah, I can't give away that information on the internet. Sorry. I'm going to be answering only one more question for now, and I will answer more later. And John Smith asks, what is your favourite fantasy weapon? Example, Keyblade, Scythe, or Scytheblade. Cross between a Keyblade and Scythe. Magic, bitch!